Australia going up against CONMEBOL team again, but this time it is the heavyweights Argentina. But if we have seen the history with Australia against CONMEBOL teams, they might fancy their chances. So here is the preview and predictions of Argentina taking on Australia, a sort of David versus Goliath matchup, but Australia have shown you underestimate this team at this year's World Cup, you will be punished, as Tunisia, as Denmark, and Argentina need to be worried about it. Let's get into the video. Let's start off with Argentina. Obviously, they struggled at the beginning of this World Cup, losing to Saudi Arabia in a shock result and deservedly lost the game. Then there was massive pressure heading into the Mexico game, and then Messi showed up, and then Enzo Fernandez showed up. And I think this squad got a major confidence booster from that game, and they kind of played more freer, and you saw that against Poland. The ball movement was much better. You just saw much more interlinked play, and adding Enzo Fernandez and Julian Alvarez to the starting lineup, I think it also made a massive difference, especially with Enzo Fernandez. The guy can find a pass from any angle, and Julian Alvarez is just a very tricky player where he's very good in tight spaces, can shoot on both feet. So I wonder if Scaloni is going to go with the same lineup, or will he make changes? Will he bring in Lautaro back in? I think it's certified now that Enzo will start. But the biggest question mark will be Lautaro or Julian. Who will it be? It's just, okay, Argentina played fantastic against Poland. But were Poland just that terrible and were just so defensive that they allowed Argentina all the time that they wanted on the ball? They won't get that much time on the ball with Australia. Australia, yes, they defend deep, but when the ball comes into their half, they do like to press. Aramoy especially will cause a lot of trouble in the midfield, disrupting play to Argentina. But when you got players like Di Maria, Messi, who can just create a goal out of nothing, this is the part that Australia will struggle with. So for Argentina, it's just you have to look at the counterattacks for Australia. That's been a very effective thing for Australia at this World Cup. So Argentina need to be worried about that. But I think they got some mojo back. We'll see if it continues in this game because it could be a struggle. And now, let's get to the Socceroos. First off, to all the Australians watching this video, I am sorry. I picked your team to collect 0 points, and I thought Graham Arnold was just never going to make it at this World Cup. My God, was I proven wrong. Graham Arnold has completely changed this team in a short span because yes, they are defending deep, but you saw against Tunisia in the first half, they took the game and they are pressing so well. It's not that heavy metal pressing or anything like that, but Australia, they're pressing smart. And you have to look at guys like Aramoy. He has been a monster in the midfield. Matthew Leckie, Mitchell Duke at striker causing all the havoc. And it's amazing because Mitchell Duke plays in the Japanese second division. Unbelievable to watch. And of course, the two center backs, Harry Suter and Rolls, have been immense at this year's World Cup. Of course, against France, it was difficult. First game, but the quality of France, especially in the attacking positions, was too much. But the two games against Tunisia and Denmark showed that these two center backs are vital. They can clear any danger in their own box, and they're going to have to be very much on point going up against this Argentina attack. But as we have seen, you underestimate the Socceroos, you will be punished. Look at Matthew Leckie's solo goal. I had no clue he had that in his arsenal, but he showed it off and made Joachim Mele dance on ice. So yes, can the Socceroos surprise? Of course. And with the way this World Cup is going, anything is possible. But it's going to be very difficult defending deep, but just have to be effective on the counterattack. And I think this plays into the hands of Australia. So my prediction for the game. Look, on paper, this should be an Argentina win. Should be. Australia, they have nothing to lose. They have no pressure in this game. This is already an amazing achievement making it out of the group, right? This is the second time in Australia's history that they have progressed out of the group. Obviously, the first time was in 2006 and unfortunately Italy happened. Argentina need to just calm the nerves because you saw when they play nervous, especially against Saudi Arabia and against Mexico, this team, it just seems like they lose all sorts of confidence within their own play. They needed Messi to show up in that game against Mexico. Could it be the same occurrence in this game? Maybe, but I think Argentina, they know what they need to do now. They understand we cannot be as nervous and they need to be mentally prepared. So I'm going to go with an Argentina 2-0 victory. Could be nervous at times. It could take late into the second half, but I think Argentina will inevitably get that late goal. But I hope the best for the Socceroos because they have proven me so wrong during this World Cup, and the crowds in Melbourne City, especially in Melbourne, is amazing to watch, and the support that they get, even though football is not even the most popular sport in Australia, but just shows you how much of a culture they have. I think this test is too much for them, and I'm going with the 2-0 victory for Argentina. So there is the preview and prediction of Argentina taking on Australia. But like I said before, the Socceroos, they like playing against CONMEBOL teams as Uruguay and as Peru. So Argentina, you better be alert or you will be at the hands of one of the biggest upsets in international football history. But anything's possible in football, and that's why it is the most beautiful sport in the world. But let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Let me know who should be a player we should watch out for in each team. Let me know that in the comments as well. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. And as always, best of luck to both teams, and I will catch you guys on the next video, and adios.